And we are live! Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another stream of mine. Of course, the schedule is just whenever I feel like it, so I see there's one person in the chat room. Gonna be a while till people come, but yes. Today I'll be playing Back to the Future, the game from Telltale Games. Unfortunately, this game was taken off Steam sometime after the closure of the service. It is also available on PlayStation, the Wii, and Xbox. iOS, I'm quite surprised at that. But anyways, I'm going to show proof I actually still have these installs. So here's all of them from the drive, and then here's the backed up things. This is proof I actually still have this stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing a bunch of these. There's about 5 episodes. First one, it's About Time. Episode 2, Get Tannen. Episode 3, Citizen Brown. Episode 4, Double Visions. And Episode 5, Out of Time. Goal for this streams for something is we complete one episode and then the next day we'll get to the next episode. Hopefully it'll be Monday through Friday and all that fun jazz. And I'm looking forward to replaying these. I've always loved Back to the Future as a film series. I haven't seen the animated series or anything, but I'm not sure if I should even give a quick summary of the games as a whole, but I guess for the moment being, let's get this party started. So, super excited. Going up. There we go. Hopefully you'll be able to hear the audio on the desktop. Of course, I have played this beforehand, but not on this PC. It must have been another one. But yeah, here it is. Back to the Future, the game. See subtitles, pop-up text, goes. Let's put that on. Now, it's actually been forever since I last played these. Must have been sometime in high school, sophomore, junior year after this. But, while people load in, let's get this party started with a new game. See, yes. Let's go.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Oh, I bet.
Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, we can pick the option. Let's go fully with the movie.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
Whoops. boy.
Temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Hot Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Weird. Hadn't been forever, so it's like going in blindly.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
So yeah, just for catch up, what happens in this is, or at least previously in the films, I gotta pause for a moment. I mess with this thing. There we go. If you have not seen the films, as a big spoiler for you, in the three of the films, Marty is accidentally sent back into 1955, especially after after Emmett is killed by the Libyans. So he travels back to 1955 to when his parents were dating, and Mother falls in love with him, has to get his father to be assertive, stand up against Bith. Yeah, it's a catch up for those that haven't seen it yet, to Mathiles or whatever. Travel to 2015, creates an alternate Biff world, they travel to the Wild West, and all that stuff. But you have not seen it, recommended, audience. Highly, highly recommended.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared.
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa. Deja vu. Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Go back to film
Well,
number
you're
3.
safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
Nods and references. But yeah, Back to the Future, the game from Telltale. It's gonna be exciting to revisit all this. But yeah, like, they gathered just about everyone, including the original people behind the film for this game, including, if I remember right, Bob Gale. Yep, there he is, Bob Gale.
Dad! Are we too late to stop the... sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right to...
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty!
Hi,
Biff.
Biff.
Of course, the jukebox.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just... remembering.
Yeah, look at all of this stuff. Obvious nods and Easter eggs and everything.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
The Goldberg machine. So good. I actually just recently rewatched the films and whatnot, so kind of fun to see those, and then it made me think of these games.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Let's hope they don't boost it up to 11. But let's see what is. No, yeah, let's talk to George.
Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Yeah, these, because the films, at least, yeah, they take place in 1985, so, and this is 1986. This is about a year after the events of all three of those films. So let's pick this one.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future. What did you dream?
Oh, just weird stuff about Doc.
Well, that's understandable, don't you think?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something.
It's Biff.
What's Biff doing here? He wasn't a friend of Doc's.
It's a public sale, Marty. Everyone's allowed. Even Biff.
I'm gonna have to wait a little.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
That is stuck. It's really, really stuck.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna...
Oh, thank goodness you can skip this. This is freaking messed up. Maybe I probably shouldn't have clicked on that goal pop-up. Potentially? I don't know. I keep pressing buttons too fast. Of course, these are always good. Check the entire lab. Well, there's the hat thing that he was wearing back in 1955. And I swear I heard Back in Time in this jukebox.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Sheesh.
Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
I don't know why it was able to play Back in Time whenever I hit the jukebox, but guess that's not working.
Doc built this model of downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Come on, I saw it first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I picked it up first.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Jerk. I'm not sure how to get rid of those. Maybe I have to restart the thing. Possibly. Somehow. Unless I'm able to make it go away. Nope. With the jukebox. Well, I can't get it to play Back in Time, so...
Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Why is he being such a jerk recently? Maybe if I go through all of these, maybe that'll fix it. No. Sheesh. There has to be something in here to get rid of that damn text. Well, it gets rid of that, but doesn't do much with this. So this is not going to be helpful. But I'm not going to restart this whole episode and just do all this.
Hey, Dad. About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know...
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
Alright.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
No, wait. About that guitar. Gotta get that.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Yeah, I'm also not on screen because, well, it's a point and click, and I don't want to get in the way of this stuff.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies. Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done. Well, it's 1 for the monkey, 2 for the snow, 3 to get ready now. Go, Scott, go.
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, Butthead. Well, it's 1 for the monkey.
Never allows me to play it.
Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh. You're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Wow, that was sizzling hot. Like a melting ice cube.
Potentially.
Let's make some noise.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Ooh.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
That was loud. Well, whatever, we got the notebook.
Doc, where are you?
There's also a button in them to go faster, but I haven't figured it out.
Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
shoe and a tape recorder.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
There's a shoe.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Endless pockets.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
A faulty display. Much like film number 2. Maybe the... yeah, there we go. Those probably go away by later... after some given time.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys. This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
Marty?
Ah!
Okay, that's pretty clever. Maybe the shoe. Yeah, just drop the shoe back in the DeLorean. No, dogs have a good keen of sense, so they're able to pick up anything.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
East Strickland.
Step away from the door!
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
E. Strickland? You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced for myself, slacker.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, See, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well,
Right?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
what is it? Let me see.
The shoe.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Well, never mind me, just holding up a shoe.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. Yeah, I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Oh, she didn't turn it
Have
on.
a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes! Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
And all these newspapers.
is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That is a reference to a deleted scene in part 3.
Oh,
That's not how I remember it.
Even Marty points it out.
Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
what's that?
Nothing.
And it looks like the photo just goes in with one another. A photo within a photo within a photo. Let's see.
The candy looks older than I am. Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree! Yes?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
The era of the Great Depression, Al Capone, all that fun jazz. Also, my Streamlabs seems to have glitched out a little. You guys able to still hear the game fine? Like all my meters just went out, and I don't know why. That is weird. Alright. Yeah, it's just weird. My Streamlabs just kind of glitched out, and all the meters and everything went out. Let's see.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
So if it's a video store, they must have taken out that aerobics gym.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on the lower things. Is that? Tennon! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Tiff, huh? No Griff?
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Nothing better to do in free time, don't you, Edna? Yeah, but Mad Dog Tannen gunning him down. Reference to a deleted scene. If I remember right, it didn't do too well at test screenings. Much like the extended version of George McFly running into quote-unquote Darth Vader from the planet Vulcan.
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Valley video, huh? A DOS. No deals.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
No, wait. Okay, so it's not where the aerobics is at. Because that's not it. Maybe since the kettle's not on or anything.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Well, she's not gonna listen. Yeah, shift is to go faster. What makes the same sound as a kettle going off? A radiator.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Alright, newspapers. Let's take a
Let's
look.
see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
So, the 1930s. And Mr. Fusion's still around. Good to know.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's, my uniform. Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Not to be cliche, but
You ready to go, Einstein?
what time is it? Adventure time.
Time circuits? On. Flux capacitor? Fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Here we go. Let's travel to the past. It could be another model or something, maybe. That's actually a good question, to be honest. Same old billboard. Never gets old, does it? Yeah, like the train smashed the original DeLorean, but yet Emmett still has the was it the time travel train? Could it be tied to the animated series? Which, again, I haven't seen the animated series for Back to the Future, so it's a different story.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Well, yeah. 1930s Hill Valley. Yo, October 21st, 2015. Thanks for the host. I bet that's a Back to the Future thing, isn't it? Because of the future date of part 2. Very nice. Very nice.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Yeah, I remember.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Coming after
Yeah,
them.
tell them, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Got Sonny Crockett, Harry Callahan, or Michael Corleone. I think back when I first played this game, I always picked Corleone because, Godfather, you know?
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Whoa.
I know, I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no, down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
He's in... Could be like the other one, he's in prison. Like the newspaper Strickland showed. There's the park center. And the soup kitchen. The famous place. 1950s, it was a diner. Came an aerobics gym and Cafe 80s in 2015.
Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan, right. But what?
Okay. Oh, what do I go for?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
That could be a thing, but then again, like the year 2015 and October 21st, there's the one where Marty read the youth that jailed and altered it to gang jailed, which is interesting part. But then you've also got the tombstone of what used to be Emmett in 1885 and then Clint Eastwood 1885, and you get the idea.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Klondike. It's like a reference to the first game. Wrong button. It's like a reference to the first number. Oh, soup kitchen. It was the era of the Great Depression, after all.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it.
Aw,
Now scram!
you got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Let's see, I'm looking at a comment from 21st here. Yeah, but if the one that's left in the mine was for... No, wait. Yeah, because DeLorean B was the one left in the mine, or the mine. Yeah, because it's all connected, but with the other train... Oh god, why do I lose my train of thought on this shit? Yeah, but let's focus on him.
Ahem. Okay. Hey, never mind.
Wonder what happens if I do this.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
I think that's another one I used to do just because of the line delivery. Yeah. Era of the Great Depression.
For we were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years.
I don't know, it's just how Telltale designed this, to be honest. Well, we have here the number.
Brown Estate, Klondike 51038.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Slipped his mind or whatever.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
So he said the courthouse. So we gotta travel down all the way for the park. Well, there's Einstein.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
So also looking at the texture on Einstein now. Copernicus, whatever. It looks so weird. I think there's also another one that piece of dialogue I used to, I don't know, just for some weird reason remember the most of when you're trying to talk with the young teenage Emmett.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h2 of a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out of...
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. The inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong. Acceleration is reduced by
I think this is it.
derivative of the speed relative.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Okay. I think this is where the piece of dialogue goes. Emmett, about the... Don't say it! Where that piece comes in. Let me just wait at the door. Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
Yep, that's it.
In case h to the a multiplied by the inverse of a might well be equal to a's expectation.
I don't know why, but when this first part came out, and this was for free back then. You'd have to pay for the other episodes or the entire pass. But, like, the first part, this first episode came out for free on the Telltale website.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great!
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
Yeah, I didn't really play any of the other Telltale games back in 2010, 2011. I know there were ones released on Batman, Game of Thrones, I think I already said Walking Dead, but it's like the massive franchises. I mean, probably the only small ones are like the poker games or whatever that features like the Heavy from Team Fortress 2 and Sam and Max and, you know.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Short memory.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Oh yeah, the Minecraft story mode. Yeah. Yeah, that time I wasn't even into Minecraft when it came out.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know, h to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Someone who played over... Jesus, dude! 170 days on one version of Minecraft? God, that's gotta be a lot of time waster right there. Then Miles here. First 2 episodes Walking Dead. I played the... what is it? The Batman game and slightly the first episode of Game of Thrones. That's kind of really it. It's just those... remember this, remember that things. It's probably a little too complicated for me. You played that for over 170 days there, 21st? Good lord.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
So... we have to figure out how do we record his equations. Keeps going back and forth between the offices. Oh, Yasha Nation, not me. Ontario, welcome. Welcome. So, the tape recorder.
Marty?
Ah! God damn it, I keep pressing the wrong button.
But only if the coefficient of friction remains constant in the
Let me hear that one more time.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Newtons are required to maintain a constant massive acceleration.
Alright. So we gotta use the tape recorder on him.
Derivative of the speed relative to the speed of light. Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Well, never mind that tape recorder.
Light. No, it comes back to H.
Uh, I didn't realize you were October. Alright.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
Oh, now these are unlocked.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Wait.
Only if it turns out that reality is...
Possible. I swear that I saw young Emmett just sliding. He didn't have his walk animation or anything. He just slid.
Actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
No. Not possible. Whoa.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
I'll have to look that up sometime or pause this.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah!
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Need your rocket drill? Really need your rocket drill? Or really need your rocket drill? Also, Ontario, I'm reading your page right now. Oh, that's impressive of that. Let's see, how much really should we get? How about a double really with a capital?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Fully operational, full-size model. How about tonight?
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
Star Trek.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
No, it's just Ontario. It's just the Back to the Future page is just it's kind of cool or whatever. It's just an entire page for any dedicated Back to the Future fan to check in on streams or whatever relating to the franchise.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What about...
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
Multiplication tables.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Now, I know that name of the place is not a reference to the actual, like, band, the Sisters of Mercy, but I don't know why I keep thinking of that band when I think of the title of this place. How about the Stay Sober Society?
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
Oh, that's really impressive. Yeah, I'm really grateful you were shared this stream over to October 21st.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Well then, very good. Very good.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Of course, doesn't understand slang. I am going to ask Kit Tannen first, but quick break. And after a few minutes I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, it is a definitely good reference. Alright. Let's talk with Kid.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
Shine 'em.
guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
Let's see.
How come you won't let the Stay Sober Society hold their meeting in the cellar of your soup kitchen?
We got other plans for that cellar, and it don't necessarily involve staying sober.
So this is a hint. A hint for another speakeasy.
Hey, I represent United Charities of Hill Valley. Can you authorize me to pick up soup from your establishment and deliver it to some very deserving souls?
Nah, that Strickland dame's got the charity racket pretty much locked up. No point in giving her competition.
Alright, let's ask for Artie.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
So basically he just says, he'll leave whenever I feel like it.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
How about some peanuts?
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
Right.
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah?
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Bloody liar.
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I'm afraid of asking this one.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? Hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Alright. How about some more peanuts?
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
No. What the hell is that?
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
Why does every Tannen member fall for that?
What did you do?
Oh.
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett! Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen!
Ooh.
Ow! Fix me up!
Manure. Or just horse dung.
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
It's a Tannen curse. They have to meet with manure somehow. This is also a nice subtle Easter egg right
Gale,
here.
Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
A reference to Bob Gale and Robert Zemeckis. Now then. What's next?
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right.
Is it every single cannon like that?
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured.
Yeah, the info about... I think there was a massive thing where they didn't want to make a movie on part 4, so... All these? This is your part 4.
Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You of all people should know that.
Alright.
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah.
So... we need to get his rocket fuel, and... I don't know... excuse me... her to deliver... I think... Let me ask.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
What about...
You can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
Homelessness. Great Depression. Need I say more?
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The Stay Sober Society.
Yes, we do generally provide refreshments for the Stay Sober Society, but I'm afraid they may not be able to meet tonight. They haven't got a meeting space.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
Police station, but... let me ask.
You can meet over there in the jailhouse. I think they have an empty cell.
No, the jailhouse has bad associations for some of the Stay Soberites.
Alright.
I know a place with...
Oh?
Okay, just for giggles.
You can meet in the Speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
It's just... that always gets me.
I know...
Maybe the Brown.
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Probably ask that first question later.
I got a book.
What do we have? The soup kitchen.
cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
I love the voices.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
So, if we can't go in the back, actually, let me see what happens here.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
The kitchen?
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Yeah, I triggered that once, and I've always wanted to do that in the replays. This. Nice. Nice. So, come on. We gotta find a way to tell this. Takes 3 knocks on that pipe. Let's ask.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
We're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Aw, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
Alright, that gets him distracted. But that'd be enough to knock it over. Let's see. Come on. Think so? Let's take this. And we need to bang on it 3 times.
Nah.
What do you mean? Damn. That's what I tried to do. There we go. Well, don't think that worked. Because I'm going to circle down at that table. Because it loops down. Those are bunched up by a set.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right. That might explain the elevator.
So if we can't get in the kitchen... Maybe Emmett has something.
Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Weird how he knows. Like, what do you mean by he knows? Like, that's where I am a little confused at right there. How about some more soup? A bowl of crummy soup. Nice.
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried
Salt.
salt?
Salt? What do you think, it's too bland? Too mild? I didn't put too much pepper in it, did I?
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days.
Yeah, because pushes that. Oh. Anything, Emmett? Still nothing.
Eureka!
There we go. And yet he doesn't notice the doors like that. So at least it won't go around in circles.
Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
Alright, so that means...
Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Yeah, so with that means we can... It won't roll down. How about some more soup?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
It's like I was distracted just by this soup. Okay. Let's use the pipe. Again. There we go.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tannen's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
right now. I'm surprised they don't even, like, bring that thing back up. Despite the table being tilted. Alright, let's tell the Emmett the bad news.
Emmett,
Yes?
obviously this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right, that might explain the elevator.
Okay, I can't tell him the bad news.
We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Alright, let's get out. This place sucks anyways. Right, so now that we have the... Now that she has the barrel of hooch, that means... I'm trying to think without the hints. Because Miss Strickland has the barrel. So that means somehow we must deliver it, or at least convince her to deliver it to the Brown residence.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
Alright then.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit for my soup cycle?
Farm for unwanted children. I wonder what she says about this one.
The farm for unwanted children.
No, they've already received their quota for the month.
Okay, that won't work.
I gotta...
Not what I wanted to do. Damn it.
Hey, Miss...
I'm afraid I haven't...
You asked me to tell you if...
Does somebody...
Alright, stay sober.
Stay Sober Society.
That's right! They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're friendly, they're well behaved, and they're sober.
They're really polite.
We don't know that.
Wait, I swear that subtitle said they're super behaved. Different piece of dialogue, or mistranslation, or something.
They're a bunch of really great guys.
We don't know that.
Alright, then they're sober.
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
What's wrong with a little noise? It'll be like a party.
My Pop is not the partying type.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No, I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
It's love at first sight.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your, patent.
So, I assume... What happens next? So much to think on this. Deck to find its owner. Oh, the hat! Just feed Einstein here the hat.
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out. Huh, deja vu.
It's the same apartment that at least the elderly Miss Strickland lives in.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time.
I don't know, the actor that plays Artie is just perfect. Plus the way that he says sorry is just funny.
Need any help?
Never mind.
So, we can't get him out. Wrong button. I don't know. See about asking him about his hat.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some other time.
I gotta make that a soundbite sometime. But I'm satisfied with what I have. I mean, for that host sound effect, the HBO thing from the 90s, and then the... Actually, I think it came out in 87. Not the the shiny HBO thing. It's a different one. But, like the HBO thing, and then the thing from Everfree Northwest, like, I love that sound effect. Yes, if you hit the follow, you'll see a guy waving his hand. That's one of my convention friends from Everfree. It's funny, but I love it. Alright, so... we just need to capture the attention of Kit Tannen. Man, I didn't think you could fit a speakeasy in that. Then again, I never studied 1930s history. Maybe except for the Great Depression.
Well, well, look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches!
You mean scene of the crime? Were you supposed to say something, Biff?
Come down from there, you son of a bitch!
Oops.
Right now! That's an order! Don't make me angry, Schmucko! Get down here and face the music! You can't get away that easy. Nobody puts one over on Kid Tannen and lives to tell about it.
I did already.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's actually kind of...
You're only making it worse for yourself. The longer you stay up there, the longer I'm gonna take evacuating your guts!
Eviscerating.
That's what I said. So if you know what's good for you, you'll get the hell down from there. You listening? I'm a patient guy, but my trigger finger's getting itchy. So I'm counting to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Einstein, help!
I don't know if it's my copy or whatever.
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt.
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
I don't know if it's my Windows copy or it's accidentally part of the game, but yeah, I didn't even see the that's the dialogue, or even have that audio of some kind. Alright, so now if there's a way we can convince Artie to come down. Okay, can't walk over there. And I can't run into Kid again. Nope.
We'll get that
I don't know, unless I want to feed him the hat again.
This hat belongs to my grandfather.
Can't go over there. Or I'm potentially looking in the wrong direction. Which this seems to be a reoccurring thing. Crap. I can't even remember. Oh, there we go. Past the prison. Alright. Now we have a recording. You'll only respond to Tannen, so we'll bring him down with Tannen.
What now?
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Hey! Arthur. Maybe I should have led with the subpoena.
I'm a freaking Dunkoff.
What now?
I gotta use the tape recorder all over again.
you scrawny little runt. Get down here right now.
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Ah, where's Kid?
You're so dense, Artie. Alright. Subpoena.
Arthur McFly,
Yeah?
got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid, stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Well, they got him. But maybe I probably should have brought him his hat back.
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks
Or
like
not.
we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you
Alright.
sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
No, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Yeah, I think I got that.
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction, I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry, I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
coming, father!
I think there's extra parts in case you mess up on some of this stuff.
Father!
Don't you father me, child.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
You don't know what called.
There's the
Is
88.
it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops.
Let's see what happens if I fail it.
You're going to find out.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
I hope someday you have children.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me! You're going to find out.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
I hope someday you have children and you will look.
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish it would go on a diet.
Let's see. There's in many ways how he says this.
What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, Father.
You're going to find
You
out.
don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
Hey, you have children, and you will look. I don't.
You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett, I'm not through with you yet. You're going to find out.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
I hope someday.
I wonder if it could go idle. What
A room
happens?
full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
See if something happens if I do it
Why
AFK.
won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
Okay, that doesn't work.
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
You're going to find out when you get older. I hope someday you have children and you will look. Just my son and don't coffee.
Oh, there we go. You weren't saying anything, Emmett.
I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
That's another good one. Anyways, here we go.
You're going to find out.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
I hope someday you have children and you will.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria.
You're going to find out when you get older.
Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. Halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Father, why don't you ever listen to me? Law? What use is a microorganism for law? Stop being such a crank!
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Why do you keep bellowing like that?
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton.
How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms?
Oh no, that's the bacteria. Damn.
Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
Do I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue?
Von Browns have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine.
I wish I could just get the one where he's just like...
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
I think there's one part where he says, law may be your burning passion. I can't remember.
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings? Someday,
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top.
What will it take to light a fire under your
Oops. Be one where he just says...
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
You can be damn sure I wasn't a lawyer. I know that dialogue somewhere.
If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me.
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure. Someday,
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
Calm down, calm down.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
Don't burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son.
Again. Thought I'm still waiting on that line.
What did you do?
Emmett!
Which is more than likely not gonna happen. Come on.
Why must you always scatter condescension my way? By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right.
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton. Calm down, calm down.
Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Father, why don't you ever listen to me? You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. Why are you always bellowing at me?
Are you trying to spin this argument around?
Forgot bellowing means fire.
Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett!
Come on,
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
Pressure! You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure.
That's the dialogue I was looking for.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me.
The Van Brons have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this?
Vent. There we go.
Almost there.
Just one more.
Coming, Father!
Excuse me for a moment. I gotta sort out dinner. Apologies. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. Well, at least we're on the home stretch.
Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Why are you always bellowing at me? Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. Law? What use has a microorganism for law? You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
Pressure.
I don't know what's eating you, Father.
Here? Crap. Emphasis.
I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
Okay, time's the train.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
There we go.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Pressuring me to be something I'm not. The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Law? What use has a microorganism for law? What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start.
Come on.
You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Well, there we go. We did it.
Okay, you and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We...
Killed her.
No!
Got the look on Marty's face from that.
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill, and you and I
can take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
A month and 6 weeks.
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the Patent Office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it.
So I understand, Emmett.
I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
What?
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Now I know where that rocket comes from.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Little will you know.
Paddy wagon intercepted, suspect slain, and they're still after him. But how am I gonna rescue him now? At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
And there we go. May not be the ET bike, but better than nothing.
All right, I'm coming, Doc.
$0.17. What I wouldn't do to get money for gas like that.
You're still in danger, Doc. I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, buddy.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
What's he doing here? Keys. The window's shut tight.
Not what I wanted to do. Come on, get back up there. Something in the toolbox? Tire iron. before I do that.
Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron?
Okay, that won't work. Oh, there's a tire on the other side. There goes that.
Keys. How do I get them?
There is that long pointy thing up there. Other side. Maybe I could get that.
Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance!
What?
A reach extender!
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Kid Tannen? That explains a lot!
I'll be back.
There's the antenna. Now we need to go to the other side of the car. Or truck. Whatever these things are. Gotta find some way of distracting him. But how?
Gotta set up a distraction.
Let's see.
I need a distraction.
Leave it to me! Hey, driver! You're driving too fast! Watch how you take those curves! What are you trying to do? Kill me!
Not quick enough.
I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You!
Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources.
Alright, now to get him out of there.
They're locked!
I know!
Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Ah!
Crap, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, right, the hubcap!
Eat lead, Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch!
Need to go after Tannen's gun. And man, those... From what I've seen of these... they're painful to use. Yes, and shoot with.
This is a rescue!
That's the idea. Doc!
On!
Doc! The throttle!
Why? Oh!
There's the manure.
Oh, shit!
okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Well, whatever the case
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
And there we go. That's it for episode 1. Only took about 2 hours and 25 minutes.
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
February 2010. Well, actually we're past that day or whatever, but hey, at least we finished this episode. Alright, so I don't know how long the credits are for this, but I want to give a big reminder that tomorrow I will be live streaming for the next episode of Back to the Future the game. I plan to do every single episode, at least one a day, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys had enjoyed the live stream, or if you're watching the replay up on YouTube, hope you at least found it somewhat entertaining, and hope you guys have a great day.